Morning fog hangs low on the fields. A roaster truck rattles and weathered wheels. Dobro crying through the Tennessee air, like a prayer for the folks still working out there. My hands are up from the weight of the plow. Been chasing tomorrow with the sweat on my brow. Old coffee thermos riding shotgun again. Another sunrise, another dollar to spend. The bills keep coming like the winter wind blows, but a good man's heart keeps stronger than it knows. Give me Backroad Mercy and a cold cheap beer, a front porch light and the people I hold dear. We'll sing through the hard times, laugh through the pain, with dust on our boots and hope in our veins. A working man's worth ain't measured in gold. It's the love he carries when the nights get cold. Jake from the feed store still drives that old Ford. Mary keeps the family fed when the money runs short. Friday night picking by the grain, elevator lights, banjo and fiddle, making everything feel right. We may not have much, but we got each other's backs, and that's the kind of wealth this world often lacks. Give me Backroad Mercy and a cold cheap beer, a front porch light and the people I hold dear. We'll sing through the hard times, laugh through the pain, with dust on our boots and hope in our veins. A working man's worth ain't measured in gold. It's the love he carries when the nights get cold. Someday these old roads may lead somewhere new, but tonight this small town sky feels true. With my family beside me and the sunset glowing red, I know I've got enough for the miles ahead. Give me Backroad Mercy and a warm porch song, friends around the fire where we all belong. We'll keep on rolling while the daylight fades, living on faith and the choices we made, with the fiddle still singing as the evening winds blow. This blue-collar heart is all I'll ever own. The carpet thief thumps slow like a tight old train. Mandolin echoes through the soft evening rain. Voices drift together as the sun sinks low, and the back road keeps calling us home. Another sunset, another road. woke up with the devil knocking at my door. Dust on my boots and a heart that's been sold. Got a 6-string hang from the passenger side and a tank full of gasoline for this midnight ride. Ain't got no home, I ain't looking for one. I've been running from the past since the day I was young. Every scar on my face tells a story I know. Every mile behind me is a place I let go. There's a cold wind howling through the desert tonight, but I've been through worse, and I'm still alive. I'm a long way from heaven, too close to hell, riding through the darkness where the coyotes yell. Got nothing but a 6-string and a soul full of scars, chasing down freedom underneath these stars. If the road wants my blood, let it take what it can. I was born a restless outlaw, I'll die a wandering man. There's an old saloon waiting at the edge of town, where the whiskey runs cheap and the law don't come around. I got a photograph folded deep in my coat of a woman I loved and the life that I broke. She said, boy, you can run, but you can't outrun your name. I laughed like a fool and I rode into the rain. Now the years roll by like thunder in the sky, and I still hear her voice every time I ride. I'm a long way from heaven, too close to hell, riding through the darkness where the coyotes yell. Got nothing but a 6-string and a soul full of scars, chasing down freedom underneath these stars. If the road wants my blood, let it take what it can. I was born a restless outlaw, I'll die a wandering man. Maybe someday I'll lay this old gun down, find a little peace in some forgotten town. But tonight the highway is calling my name, and a wild heart like mine was never made to stay. I'm a long way from heaven, but I know who I am. A shadow on the highway, a wild and broken man, with dust on my boots and fire in my veins. I'll keep riding through the thunder and the rain. Let the whole world forget me, let the old legends fade. I'll be somewhere beyond the sunset, still riding the trail I made. Ride on, ride on, till the last light fades. real sign, sunset dying slow across the county line. A lone harmonica cries through the smoke and the rain, like an old outlaw calling my name again. I got dust on my boots and a tank half full, a worn-out Bible and a heart gone dull. Cheap whiskey burning where the good years died. White lines rolling like a river at night. Every mile I run, every town I leave, freedom tastes bittersweet to me. I'm a ghost on the highway, a shadow in the wind, chasing down tomorrow, though I know I never will. Lost love in the rear view, headlights fading slow, with gasoline and sorrow. That's the only road I know. At the diner knew my face too well. Said you look like a man with a story to tell. I laughed through the smoke from a cigarette flame. Said some stories ain't worth the pain. I've held angels in my arms, watched them disappear. Now the jukebox and the darkness are all I hear. Ghost on the highway, a shadow in the wind, chasing down tomorrow, though I know I never win. Lost love in the rear view, headlights fading slow, with gasoline and sorrow. That's the only road I know. If redemption's waiting somewhere beyond these tracks, she's hiding where the moonlight never shines back. I bargained with God in 100 roadside bars, but heaven don't answer men carrying these scars. I'm a ghost on the highway, still running from the dawn, with a rusted heart beating like an old outlaw song. Dust rising behind me where the broken dreamers go, with gasoline and sorrow. That's the only road I know. Wails like a train in the night, slide guitar drifting under the pale moonlight. The road keeps rolling long after I'm gone, and the wind carries my lonesome song. Factory siren fades into the evening air. Dust hangs golden in the sunset glare. A pickup rolls slow past the grain store sign. Another long day left somewhere behind. My hands are rough from turning steel and stone, working overtime just to keep this old house strong. Mud on my boots, coffee stains on my shirt. Every dollar I earn's got a little sweat and dirt. The mortgage is waiting, the bills stack high, but I hold my head up when I look my family in the eye. It's the last light on Milltown Road, where the working hearts carry the heaviest load. Cheap beer, old friends, and a Friday night song. We may be worn down, but we keep rolling on, with calloused hands and a soul that won't break. A blue-collar man's got pride you can't fake. Tom drives a rig from dawn till dark. Sarah keeps the diner running with a tired but faithful heart. We gather at the tavern when the whistle blows free, trading stories and laughter over neon whiskey. We don't ask for much, just a fair shot to stand and enough strength left to hold the ones we can. It's the last light on Milltown Road, where the working hearts carry the heaviest load. Cheap beer, old friends, and a Friday night song. We may be worn down, but we keep rolling on, with calloused hands and a soul that won't break. A blue-collar man's got pride you can't fake. Someday these old tires may stop turning around, but tonight there's still love in this little town, and that's enough to keep a tired heart alive through every hard winter and every long drive. It's the last light on Milltown Road, under a wide sky, painted orange and gold. We'll keep on driving where the back roads lead, living on faith, hard work, and what we need. With the sunset burning low and slow, these blue-collar hearts are the strongest I know. The steel guitar drifts like the evening wind, friends singing low as the night settles in. Headlights stretch far down the two-lane road, and the last light of Milltown still glows. The sun melts down behind the pines, neon flickers like a warning sign. A roadside bar breathes smoke and regret, and a lonely harmonica cries where the daylight went. I left Louisiana with $1 and a scar, a broken old Chevy and a D-Tin guitar, cheap motel curtains and a buzzing ice machine. That's where I buried all the things I've seen. Freedom ain't gold, it ain't clean. It's a full tank of gas and a restless dream. I'm sleeping in the Whiskey Wind Motel, where the highway keeps its secrets well. Lost love burns like a cigarette glow in a room where the lonely outlaws go. With dust on my jacket and the night in my soul, I'm chasing a redemption that will never come home. That will never come home. The bartender poured another round of goodbye, said a man like you was born to ride. I laughed through a voice worn thin by smoke, like gravel and whiskey. Every word I spoke, every town fades in the rear view haze. Another long night, another fight to face. I'm sleeping in the Whiskey Wind Motel, where the highway keeps its secrets well. Lost love burns like a cigarette glow in a room where the lonely outlaws go. With dust on my jacket and the night in my soul, I'm chasing a redemption that will never come home. Some men find Jesus in a church downtown. I hear him in the tires humming southbound. But heaven stays silent when the bottle runs dry, and the ghost of old lovers keep asking me why. I'm sleeping in the Whiskey Wind Motel, under neon saints and a desert spell. The radio whispers through the engine's moan, reminding me I'm meant to ride alone. With gasoline dust and a heart gone cold, still chasing a redemption I can never hold. Slide guitar rises slowly beneath a fierce harmonica cry. The road stretches black beneath the fading stars. The wind carries smoke from 1,000 bars. My shadow grows smaller as the night rolls on, and the harmonica drifts with the coming dawn. perfume still lingers in impossible ways. The city's breathing slow beneath the midnight glow, and every empty street keeps telling me, don't let go. My mind, like a ghost in the static that I can't leave behind. Ashes in the ashtray, whiskey on my breath. I've been loving you slowly to the edge of what's left. I hear your silence louder than the thunder outside. Every missed call cuts deeper tonight. We're just midnight static fading in the dark. Two broken frequencies trying to restart. Your skin was a fire that still burns through the rain, and I keep holding on while you're slipping away. Oh, midnight static buzzing through my soul. The hardest kind of love is the one you can't let go. Lipstick stain is still on my favorite shirt. A velvet little memory that only makes it worse. Street lights paint reflections on the passenger side, like the nights we drove forever with nowhere to hide. I tell myself you're gone, but my heart won't believe. Some habits are too beautiful to leave. We're just midnight static fading in the dark. Two broken frequencies trying to restart. Your skin was a fire that still burns through the rain, and I keep holding on while you're slipping away. Oh, midnight static buzzing through my soul. The hardest kind of love is the one you can't let go. Slow dance in the blue, but the rain keeps falling and the city keeps moving, while I'm parked beneath these neon lights, still losing. We're just midnight static, echoes in the storm, trying to find the heat after the love is gone. Your perfume and the thunder keep haunting my veins, and every drop of rain keeps whispering your name. Oh, midnight static, humming low and slow. The deepest kind of love is the one that won't let go. The whistle blew at 5 o'clock. Dust rolled off the old blacktop. Sunset hanging low and red. Another hard-earned day put to bed. Gotta rest on my boots and grease on my hands. Been working that line since I was a younger man. Old Ford rattling down County Road 9. Radio humming and a cold beer on my mind. Bills on the table, kids need shoes. Life ain't easy, but I ain't gonna lose. I got rust on my boots, fire in my soul. been fighting to get by. Mary's working doubles just to keep the lights alive. Friday night laughter in the corner bar, a jukebox, cheap whiskey, and a few old guitars. We ain't got much, but we stand our ground. That's the kind of wealth that can't be bought in town. I got a rust on my boots, fire in my soul, a back bent heavy from carrying the load. We raise our glasses when the long day's through, to the small town hearts that keep pushing through, with muddy old boots and a worn out name. A working man's pride is worth more than fame. Maybe someday the road gets easier to ride, but tonight I've got my family by my side, and that's enough to keep a tired man strong. When the world keeps turning and the days roll on, I got a rust on my boots, hope in my veins, through the sweat, the dust, and the pouring rain. We'll keep on rolling like those old truck wheels do, for the ones we love and the dreams we hold true. With the sunset glowing on Highway 2, this blue-collar heart keeps beating for you. The steel guitar with the evening sky, friends singing low as the night rolls by, headlights drifting toward the horizon line, and the road keeps calling this old heart of mine.